the very first episode of the Lavender Lounge, hosted by the Women of Wisdom here at Prince George's Community College. I'm your host, Mattia Bryant, and I'm super excited to be joined with Rochelle McCalister, founder of Single Parent Organization. Before we get started with this chat, go ahead and flood the chat with your name and where you guys are tuning in from. I see a Miss Mimi tuning in from Akakik Hall. Hey, Miss Mimi. I see a Dr. Pear tuning in with us. Hi, Dr. Pear. Hi, everybody. If you're just now joining us, be sure to put in the chat box where you guys are joining from so we can get to know you guys a little bit better. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. Hi, Katrina. All right, we're just going to wait a couple more minutes and then we'll get started. Hi, everyone. All right. Well, today's theme is about Power Circle and overall the friendship ride of finding your tribe. So that's a very important conversation that is going to be carried on today with Rochelle McCalister. So, Rochelle, if you could just take some time, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you have a Power Circle.
Well, thank you so much for that wonderful introduction, and I am so happy to be here. Welcome to everyone that's on. I think that it's very, very important for us to have a power circle. I most definitely have mine. And a power circle for me is to make sure that you have that power circle of influences that are in your life to help you fulfill purpose, the purpose
Mhm.
that God has placed you on this earth to fulfill. And so it's very important to have the right people around you in order for you to achieve what it is that you're seeking to achieve as far as your passion is concerned.
Nice. And I've also read that you are the founder of a single parenting organization. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, so Single Parent Achievers is a nonprofit organization that's dedicated to improving single parents' quality of life. And with the organization, that is one workshop that we teach because it's very important for us to understand who has our back, who's our power circle, who's the power circle of influences that are going to be in our life to help us, again, to fulfill purpose. And so, yes, that is an amazing organization. We host meetings monthly within our community. Every second Monday, I'm sorry, every second Saturday of the month, we host a meeting in our community to support single parents with parenting, health and wellness, and financial skills to help find balance and harmony in their lives.
Wow, that's really nice. And I think when I think of Power Circle, I think more of like a sense of community. Power Circle means different things to different people. For
Mhm.
women's, a lot of time it's sisterhood. I know for
Yes.
me, going to an all-girls school, I had to formulate that bond of sisterhood. I wanted to know for you, what is the value of a power circle and why should people feel that they must participate in it?
I think that a power circle, and I would love to just go over, what think that a power circle consists of.
Hmm.
And for me, there are, a few that I will talk about. And I just think that it's important for us to have someone in our lives, like you said, a community, right? A community of those that will help you become the trailblazer that you are meant to be. And so I think that it's important to have someone that will challenge you, like, someone that will challenge you to grow and to win. I think that it's important for us to have people that will help us, someone that, to help you, whatever your talents and your gifts are, you can kind of help someone, and that will help you by having someone to help you that will offer you. They pretty much, I don't know. We'll talk a little bit more about that when I think about help, right? Someone that will help you. Having someone in your life that you can trust, someone you want to let your hair down, right? And just be who it is that you are and be your authentic self. Someone that will be honest with you, when keep it real with you, but they do it in love. Sometimes people can be honest, but they don't do it in love, right? And so I think that it's good to have someone. I know I have many people in my life that fulfill these areas in my life. So someone that can teach you, to show you or explain how to do something that you're seeking to do. And then also to just celebrate you when you do make it or you accomplish things. They're not jealous of you, but they're very much in a position to say, wow, I just celebrate you for what it is that you're doing in your life to fulfill purpose. And so I celebrate you. So those are just some of the things that I look and feel that is very important for us to have in our lives. And so that someone that will help you, someone that you trust, someone that's honest, someone that will teach you, and then also celebrate you.
Nice. And when you think of like with love, I know a lot of times, especially for my generation, it's kind of harder for us to figure out which friends are not our friends and that just are like projecting their insecurities and jealousy. So I wanted to know, how can we weave out the haters, the secret haters that are within our power circle?
That is a very good question. Because I know for me, I had to really sit down first. And I know that this is what I'm getting ready to say, but I had to really understand like who I was. Like, who are you? Understanding what my values were, what my core values were, because it allowed me to be able to determine if this is a good friendship for me or if it's not a good friendship for me. And so I just think that maybe we should really figure out and know how to make sure that we're not seeking to please people. And I think that that will help. It helped me weave out the individuals that were in my life that I can continue to love, right? I will continue to
Mhm.
love them and be there for them, but that doesn't mean that they have to be in the intimacy of my space, right? So I want the people that I know that really support me and want to see me rise. And so I just think that we should not really focus so much on people, just focus on ourselves. And then as we focus on ourselves, I believe that we will attract the right people and weed out anyone that could be toxic for our lives.
What
If,
about?
if that answered your question, did I
Oh yeah,
answer it?
it
Okay,
definitely
okay,
answered it, but I
okay.
have
All
a
right.
follow-up question for that.
Yes.
So let's say that these are people that are in your life. People say people are in your life for a reason, a season, a lesson, or a lifetime.
Hmm.
How do you decide when it's time to let somebody go gracefully? There's no animosity whatsoever, but it's like,
Yeah.
I'm at this period of my life right now where you've already served your purpose for me. You've helped me get to the level where I need to be at. I've helped you, but I'm ready to let you go. How do you do that?
Well, I mean, for me being a woman of God, I don't know if I ever just completely let anyone go,
Mhm.
right? I just determined that I'm going to say this, and I think you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. It's just that you're no longer riding with me.
Mhm.
You can be in the tailgate party. You can be in the tailgate party, but you just can't ride next to me. You can't be in the passenger seat. You can't even be in the back seat. You literally can just tailgate with me. And that's not necessarily saying that you're not allowed to be in my space any longer. It just means that we're not in the space where we're sharing, um, intimate conversations. When I say, very intimate conversations that are very near and dear to your heart, and you may not be in that place where you want to really share that anymore, but you don't mind them being a part of it. Because I never want to get to a place where I feel like I've arrived and I don't want this person in my space ever again. I would prefer to just say that, hey, you can continue to come around and be a part of my life, but it's just not going to be right next to me. It's not going to be in the passenger seat, not in my back seat, because we're not riding together any longer. I hope that helps.
Definitely. And
Yeah.
so, wrapping up, what advice would you give a young person that is struggling to find their power circle or struggling to maintain it?
I think that it's just very important to find out who you are, just understand exactly who you are. And I believe that when you figure out exactly who you are, you'll know when it's time to let go of certain things that no longer serve you in that manner. So I just think that just take time to understand who you are as a person. And then as you do that, you will be able to access that power circle that you need in order to influence you to be all that you have been called to be.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
You're so very welcome. You've been awesome. You're amazing.
Stop it. Thank you. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us for the very first episode of the Lavender Lounge. Be sure to tune in next time. I want to shout out the Women of Wisdom. I want to shout out Dr. Pear and all the other recruiters that are in charge of this wonderful organization. If you guys are looking to join, there'll be so much information for you guys to reach out. And that's all I have for you guys today. See you guys next time.